you have constant intrusive negative thoughts about your body image, you're constantly comparing yourself to others, and this is consuming so much energy, this video is for you. I'm going to teach you exactly how to transform those thoughts using an evidence-based tools so you can have more peace and freedom and the confidence that you deserve. Giulia, I'm a body confidence coach, someone who struggled with this myself for most of my life and now proudly helps women worldwide to have a confident, loving, peaceful relationship with their body and food. The tool that we're going to be using today is called Emotional Freedom Techniques, and I use this in a very specific way as a certified master practitioner of conscious EFT. What I'd love for you to do is to tune in and on a scale of 1 to 10, rate the intensity of these negative thoughts in this moment towards your body. So how strong are they on a scale of 1 to 10? And how are they making you feel? And notice what types of behaviors you are feeling called to engage in as a result of those constant negative thoughts. Okay, perfect. Now that you have all that information, what you're going to do is you're going to tap where I tap and repeat after me. And we're going to check in after each round together. Even though part of me has all of these negative thoughts about my body image, constantly comparing myself to others, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself regardless. Even though part of me has all of these critical thoughts about my body and the way that I look. And this part is constantly comparing me to other people. I'm still willing to love and accept myself. Even though part of me has these incessant negative thoughts about the way that I look and is constantly comparing me to others, I still love and accept myself. Part of me has all of these negative thoughts about my body. Part of me says all kinds of nasty things towards my body and the way I look. Thoughts like, so I want you to keep tapping and say out loud what these thoughts are. And these thoughts make me feel sad, ashamed of my body, discouraged, upset, part of me has all these negative thoughts about my body and the way that I look. So take a nice, easy breath. And just allow your eyes to float around the space that you're in, taking in your surroundings. Maybe have a sip of water if you have some water. And then I want you to tune in and notice what you're noticing now. What are you aware of after doing that first round? Sometimes we can feel an increased sense of calm voicing this out loud. Sometimes it feels really good to acknowledge that it is a part of us that has these thoughts, and maybe it's not all of you or your identity. Sometimes we just feel really calm starting to work through this tool. So just notice what's happening for you. Now we will go into round 2. So even though part of me still has these negative thoughts about my body and the way that I look, I'm learning how to have more love and acceptance for myself. Even though part of me still has some negative thoughts about my body and the way that I look, I'm learning how to have more love and acceptance for my body. Even though part of me still has negative thoughts about my body and does this comparison thing, I'm learning how to heal this. Part of me is still thinking these negative thoughts about my body, so keep tapping and say what they are aloud. And it makes me feel sad, ashamed, discouraged, angry. These negative thoughts take up so much space. Part of me learned to have these negative thoughts. And it's okay that part of me learned to have these negative thoughts. I'm learning how to support myself towards greater freedom and peace. So once again, just take a nice, easy breath. And if you have some yawns, that's a really good sign that your body's releasing this stored energy. So sometimes we feel sleepy, we feel tired, we feel more calm. All that's wonderful. Releasing a lot of energy. So just tune in to create some awareness around how you're feeling now. And then we're going to move into our 3rd round together. Even though part of me still thinks some negative things about my body, what if these aren't the only thoughts I can have about my body? What if I have other parts of me that think differently about my body? Even though part of me learned to think these negative thoughts about my body and compare myself to others, what if these thoughts are learned and they can be unlearned? What if there is a different way to see my body? What if these thoughts are learned and they can be unlearned? What if those negative thoughts aren't the only ones I can have about my body? What if I could really witness this part of me with all of these critical thoughts. And realize it's not the only part of me. I have infinite parts of me. Lots of parts that really love my body. I'm open to the possibility that I can move forward with more kindness and compassion. My body deserves to be treated with kindness and compassion. As I create the life that I deserve. Welcoming more kindness and compassion. Reminding myself this is just a part of me with these thoughts. Welcoming a greater sense of peace and ease. Once again, take a nice, easy breath. Spending some time tuning into your energy. Noticing what you're aware of now. What are you starting to believe to be true about your relationship with your body and these thoughts? What might be a possibility? Our mind is so powerful, and when you can really see that this is a part of you that just learned to have these thoughts, and we know where this part learned it from. We have our beauty standards, media, family, generational stuff. Like, we pick up all kinds of conditioning about who we're supposed to be in the world, how we're supposed to look like, and that's all just learning, kind of like brainwashing. And we can't change our conditioning, but we can change our resilience to it. And when we can develop this understanding that it's a part of us that just is conditioned to think these negative thoughts, we can start to learn how to develop a loving, compassionate relationship with that part of us, which in turn dissolves the strength of these negative thoughts, because the negative thoughts are strengthened through more suffering and through more pain and shame. And when we learn how to have compassion for ourselves for having those thoughts and for having a part of us that thinks that way through no fault of our own, that is what dissolves the suffering and really melts us into this beautiful energy of love and compassion for ourselves. And that's what changes your life and the world, truly. So I hope this was useful for you. Please share in the comments how you're feeling now. And please know that if you are really serious about healing your relationship to your body and food, and you want to have peace and freedom, and you want to do this through the energy of love and kindness with yourself, I'm here for you. You can always book a complimentary call to learn exactly how I can support you to really step into the confidence and freedom that you deserve, not only with your body, food, but your life. I will greatly look forward to seeing you again later this week, and sending you so much love. Thank you for being here in this community and for showing up for yourself.